This is the administration site. Okay, so remember the guy who gave us the meteorological prediction?
Yeah.
This is what we use the weather watch for. This is one of the interesting gameplay mechanics of this game. We are waiting for the meteorite to fall. Or the rain, I guess. So this is an example of how this works, right?
Yeah.
Essentially you have to listen to the guy, go on about his predictions, then go to the places where the precipitation is expected, use the weather watch or meteozone if you're a douchebag, and Woodruff will precisely calculate the point of impact.
Right.
Wait, hold on. Rain? In this specific spot of the Administration Bureau? At this specific time of day? Localized entirely in front of the burger shop?
Yes.
Yes, it makes no sense, says Woodruff.
Also, those aren't burgers, they're steam burgers.
Tell me, Mr. Bureaucrat, who gives you your orders?
Dear Bigwig. He runs this city with an iron fist. Just look at the latest tax reforms. It's heartless.
I must apologize for the subtitles. I don't know if it is an emulation issue, but those subtitles are a bit wacky. They go all over the place. They go fast or they go slow, and sometimes they are in French.
Also, it seems that there's a big disconnect with the subtitles and the actual voice clip.
Yes, the subtitles get confused as to what audio clip is playing.
And where can we find this glorious person?
Should be able to move about in the richer neighborhoods up in the city hills. That's where our rulers and the privileged few live.
Do you get it? Do you get what this game is about yet? Do you get it? Do you?
Yes.
To climb the social ladder in this city, one has to work. There are some jobs that the slave bazooks can't do, so there is always work for the humans. Try and you'll see.
So there is slavery in this world.
Oh, yeah, totally slavery. They outright call them slaves.
A funny way to introduce that concept.
Yes.
Tell me, Mr. Bureaucrat, who gives you your orders?
Dear Bigwig. He runs this city with
okay.
an
Right.
I'm definitely gonna say that this is basically point-and-click version of mid-Gotham Fantasy 7. But more silly.
This is the original Cyberpunk 2077.
Sells only nuts from all over, all sizes.
Except
all the nuts.
Except, unlike Cyberpunk 2077, there is actual meat to these bones.
The lotto is rigged. Signed the FLB.
Oh, okay. Hey, let's check out the stall of the nut merchant.
And the tax on treading.
Damn it!
Soil. Did you pay it?
That's right. Slap the taste out of his mouth. He didn't even let him
Tax
talk.
on foot perspiration.
He knew it was coming.
Entrance to the High Morals Club.
It is written, fellow citizen. To enter the club, you have to be dressed decently.
So,
that means.
So, you might be happy to learn that there are factions in this game.
Oh, factions.
You cannot join any of them, and you don't technically see all of them, but they exist.
In our minds.
They are introduced or established by the environmental storytelling, at least.
Yep.
But there are indeed factions in this game.
Come on, rub the screen, rub the mouse pointer.
Rub, 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 rub. Come on, are you happy? Are you happy now? Are you happy? Can I stop rubbing you? Just... okay.
The proto something of it.
Right. So do you see this machine here?
The Brotoflatron.
This Brotoflatron requires a stroll.
It's a coin, isn't it? A stroll.
That makes perfect sense to me now, doesn't it?
No.
Okay, so one of the many issues that this game has is that it sure loves to invent its own words for objects, which is a fine practice for your fantasy novel to do. However, if you introduce these words without properly explaining what they are supposed to mean, it only provides confusion. Like the freaking Tobozon and its numerical pad here. Yeah. It doesn't explain what a Brotoflatron is, and it doesn't explain what a Strul is. How are you supposed to figure out on your own that the Brotoflatron is a public photographic machine operated by coins?
I have no idea what to tell you.
Okay. And by the way, yes, Strul is the currency here.
I mean, that would have been nice to know earlier.
Indeed.
A gambler.
Hey, buddy, want to get rich quick? I've got a tip for you. Inside this store, there's a secret passage that leads to an illegal clandestine game room where the betting is heavy.
Da-da-da-da.
The fact he just told us what it is.
It's not much of a secret now, is it?
If it's illegal, maybe you shouldn't be advertising it so loudly.
You know, it's like the Fight Club. Nobody respects the first two rules of Fight Club, and it's one of those poorly kept secrets that the police doesn't really do anything about because they are secretly in on it.
Yeah.
Like all the fascists, they group together.
Yeah. He just gave us a stink eye for trying to take his thing.
It's a finger.
That's what it is? It's a finger?
Yes. It will make sense in time, don't worry.
According to my calculations, this wheel drives the fan out there.
Wow, Woodruff, you just learned how to read and suddenly you're a rocket scientist or something.
Well, time to ruin this machine.
Time to wind up my nut. So for some reason, this makes the owner fall asleep. Or maybe the air covers his eyes, I don't know.
It's
Either way, I can steal the finger.
For some reason.
Accessory box.
That's
Plastic
new.
finger.
Whatever plastoc means. Probably plastic.
Yes. By the way, I forgot to do another thing. I forgot to dip this brush in tar. But don't worry, we will not be needing that anytime soon, and by the time we do need it, we will circumnavigate back into the zone. So, nothing of value will be lost. Actually, never mind. We have to go back there instantly. Because I cannot solve a puzzle without the stupid brush dipped in tar.
I like how that just, came about.
Yes, sometimes the timing of our gags is perfect. Sometimes...
Since we do not need it anytime soon, never mind.
Sometimes karma likes to come at you fast.
Well, time to get annoyed at the screen.
La 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 la. I've been working on the railroad all the time. Oh.
I'm pretty sure there's a technique for it, because I remember finding it with Goblins Free to make it easier, but I do not know how to describe it, nor do I remember the exact movement.
Okay, so now dip the brush into the tar barrel.
And yeah,
Here we go.
it will not get stuck to our pants. That makes sense.
If we are going to deconstruct every single bit of cartoon logic in this very cartoonish game, we'll be here all day and we'll be wasting time.
Yeah, racism and systematic oppression is very cartoony, isn't it?
You see the problem with that, right?
Kui kui, ow, ow, ow.
Oh, yes, that's the name of the place, isn't it?
Yes. Jeff the Lovebird.
The Lovebird.
Hey, Ray, can I get your attention? Shit.
No, apparently. I wonder if YouTube is going to be okay with that.
Yeah, that's worth paying attention to.
I guess he's had his puberty all at once, so...
He's a bit shell-shocked in that regard.
Okay, YouTube, don't worry, we will censor this, don't worry. There.
The way we know how.
All better. Yes, that's the solution to the puzzle!
But to what end?
This is why you needed the tar. So you needed the tar to censor the poster so that the parrot would stop gawking at it and we can actually talk to him.
Hey, pal, how'd you end up here? Oh, used to be a doorman, the High Morals Club, but I got fired due to indecency caused by a bear behind. I can't even fly anymore. Oh, but I am optimistic. The Schnibble will give me my feathers back and I'll be able to go back.
Waka waka waka! Fuzzy Bear, is that you? That voice.
Yeah.
What's this High Morals Club? What's it all about?
Clearly the same voice actor.
Chance for you to get dressed like that. It's an organization that keeps a watchful eye on decency and high morals. Its daily task is to censor artistic works and behaviors, mainly because of those bazooks.
Alright, so this is the first faction you get a proper introduction. The High Morals Club, this world's equivalent of conservative Christian nationalists that have power and sway over what gets censored, and it's usually the work of marginalized communities. Essentially the embodiment of "won't somebody think of the children" crowds.
Yes, the Christian moms.
Yes, the soccer moms, aka the Christian nationalists, who are deeply racist and extremely sexist, and they attack everything that exists outside of their myopic worldview.
Yep.
One of the fundamental cornerstones of systemic oppression. And we are going to have to talk to these guys at some point.
Oh, goody.
I'd like to see that.
If you find me some feathers, and if you finally enter this place, I will open up some private doors for you.
Private doors?
There has to be a better way to say that. But anyway, you wanted feathers? Here you go.
Ah! Stuck it right up his...
That is that. The bird will be a preoccupation for much later in the game.
Yeah. Time syllable
Looks
clock.
like it's in good shape. A little water would get it started.
Isn't that the machine from Goblins Free, the mixing machine?
It does look similar, doesn't it?
It looks strangely similar.
Now, let's see. Ah, there is a puzzle here.
A switch.
Okay,
Glapper.
move this here, and I move
Flopper.
this here, and then I press the switch again, and now let's try this again. Flopper here, a switch here. Here we go.
A nose?
Guess what the finger is for?
Oh no.
It opens. I can go through. Oh, it's very dark in here.
Maybe for
This
good
is-
reason.
This is why the owner didn't want to part with his fake finger. So this bar is essentially a speakeasy, hiding a racket of gambling and alcohol, if you will. There appears to be aliens around.
I can see a few of these aliens.
No, I mean, the soundtrack is getting
yes.
wacky as well.
Yes, the wacky alien noises.
The contestants focus before the fight.
So the only purpose of the screen is a way for you to make money. And yes, my friend, an important part of this game will be making money.
Isn't that wonderful?
And here's the red light district.
This is the red light district where so many young bazooks come and waste their meager resources to forget for a moment their miserable conditions. I might be able to get a few strolls and learn something. That sly dog Azimuth must have hidden the Schnibble in there.
Woodruff, you have entered this world 5 minutes ago. What makes you an expert in people's lives?
I also like the fact that we have a Arnold Schwarzenegger looking poster up there.
Oh, and you will especially love what the film is about.
Schwarzenegger, the bazooks exterminator. A cult movie is playing.
One of the better examples of satire that this game provides further context on how systemic oppression works. One such way is the way mainstream media portrays marginalized minorities for the benefit of the state and the privileged.
Yeah.
This is fascist propaganda, pure and simple. And also Schwarzenegger was very popular at the time, still in the early 90s, so it makes sense to use him as a vehicle to convey that commentary.
Right.
So the red light district is the most explicitly cyberpunk location in the game, I would say.
Also, that lady over there, she's quite nice looking.
We have to talk to her.
Yes.
Oh, madam, you must see a lot of people going through here, don't you?
Hey, I recognize
Oh, boy.
you. You're Woodruff, Azimuth's adopted son. I made you jump on my knees when you were younger. Bye, you've grown so much.
Is anybody going to question how I've grown so much?
By the way, he gave me something to hand to you.
A fish?
Oops!
You are so clumsy. You broke the stonefish.
Good job, Woodruff, you butterfingers, you! So this is going to be an entire section of the game that we can choose to deal with. But we don't have to. It's optional.
Huh. Okay.
However, we will deal with that because the reward makes it worth it.
Ah.
I would say that this game has one of the better, least offensive portrayals of sex workers in the 90s
Yeah.
we could have. She seems to be presented as a real person
Yeah.
with her own agency. If you ignore the fact that her name appears to be Spinning Top, that's no good.
How come you knew Azimuth? Were you a friend of his?
Oh, we met at the Buzuk Temple when he came to see the wise man or the king. I used to be the king's secretary. You can go see him. He will be delighted to know Azimuth's son. Here's the throne room's digicode. Zig, Stow, Drew, Blaz.
Blaz! This is a small mercy, but the Tobozon actually memorizes what the combinations are.
Which is good.
Although, if you try to call this number here... Zig,
Stow,
Stow,
Drew,
Drew...
Blaz.
This number is out of service. Please consult a directory.
Thanks for the nightmares, Severed Head.
Did you really have to jump scare us, game?
I have some bad news for you.
What's the bad news?
The numerical pads aren't just for the Tobozon.
Oh no.
They are also for doors.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Tell me something about the Buzuk wise men.
I had to quit my job when the wise men lost their bebery right after the bigwig took power. Everything started
Coincidence?
to go wrong. The wise
Very
men
big
forgot
coinc.
to come to the council. They even forgot parts of their power. The king, not able to use the counsel of his advisors, became less and less efficient. He could not pay B anymore.
Any more?
She has her own entire backstory in this. She used to have a quote-unquote respectable job, but then things really went wrong thanks to... Say it with me, kids! Systemic oppression! So now she was an unemployed Buzuk woman in a patriarchal human world.
Oh, I understand. And that's what prompted Azimuth's famous conference.
Yes! Then, the king gave a speech full of hope to our people, where he claimed that the Schnibble would come to our rescue. But I think that this is not going to happen that soon, because Azimuth disappeared, and the Schnibble knows how harassed dissidents are here. I hope you'll find him very soon.
Yes.
How come you knew Azimuth? Were you a friend of his?
Oh, we met at the Buzuk Temple when he came to see the wise man.
Did I...
Yeah, I think we've heard
Okay.
this one.
Yes, we heard this one before. Alright. So it is imperative that we exhaust all the dialogue options with these NPCs. Unfortunately, since these games do not have the tried and true, well-tested dialogue tree, we have to click on them up until all the audio clips are played out and it goes back at the beginning. So now you know of another faction in this world, the Council of the Wise Men. We're going to have to deal with them at some point.
They're more important in this game as far as I remember.
Oh yes, a lot.
Also,
First of all, we need money. Actually, hold on, let me get rid of this flipper first. Again. Again!
What an interesting game. Oh, Woodruff.
And that's how
Wow.
you get your first stroll.
Wow, Woodruff, you really,
He's got anger issues, but then again, he's a child, so...
a child that doesn't know his own strength.
Let's take a look at the environmental storytelling here. Even if it's a bit heavy-handed, as it were. We have this syringe here on the floor.
Yeah,
And-
I see that.
And slightly to the right, you have this graffiti. Buzooks don't use drugs. Signed, FLB.
It's a message from the Buzuk Liberation Front.
The Liberation Front, huh?
This is another faction that the game technically has. It technically exists in this world. It is presented, it is mentioned in the text, but you never see any of them. You just have to take the game's word on it. It would have been interesting to actually meet them, to see how they were going to be written. But there clearly isn't enough game to do so. We've been playing for a few hours by now, right? We haven't gone far, and there is already quite a lot to process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Money machine. Hot saw.
So if you wanted, if you really wanted, you could lose yourself in the gambling.
Oh, death.
When you gamble away your strools, you can either lose them or you can gain them. But if you are reduced to just one strool, you will never lose it.
Right.
and Woodruff will straight up refuse to bet it on anything except the slot machine over here. The slot machine is guaranteed money if you only have one straw left.
Right.
I'm giving you an example right now.
I can see this example, yes. Oh, hot.
So now we have more money than before.
We made a profit of 1 straw.
Let's go gamble our way our wealth. Throw away our life savings in this version of Vegas.
A bookmaker who looks like a monk.
Funny you should say that.
You might make money if you bet on the red or the black. Amen.
Interesting person to have.
Interesting choice there. This is not something that's present in the Italian version, by the way. No, I mean, it doesn't sound like a priest delivering a sermon in church. That's what I mean.
Ah.
Again.
You might make money if you bet on the red
Or the black. Amen. Ave Maria. I bet it all on the black. I mean the red. They play chess. It seems I lost money. I bet it all on the black. Come on! Come on, black! Yes!
The black
yes!
one.
Yes, aha, I'm rich! I cannot stop now!
Oh no, come on, don't play it on black all the time.
I don't have a problem, shut up! I can stop whenever I want! Everything on red! My life savings, my fortune, my house! My entire apartment complex! Curse you, black! Everything on black!
Cause you're
Come
black,
on.
everything on black.
Come on, black! It's...
Addition to the tax
What the-
on wear and tear of gaming equipment.
Like what?
You stole money from me! You got the taxman! Thank you! Thank you, Easter egg! You stole money from me! You bastards! That was funny.
Hey, we want more.
Okay, I'm going to stop now. It's enough money. Bet everything on red!
Watch it, you win more money.
Come on, it's all about the red. Come on, it's all about the red. All about the red. No, it's all about the black. Curse you. Everything on black?
God damn it, Madhog. Come on.
Listen, I'm not just doing this for fun.
Yes, you are.
I'm actually going to need a fair bit of money, and I don't want to come back here every time in order to get some.
$100.
There are only a few things in life that are objectively true.
Yeah.
Death, taxes, and it's all about the red. All about the red, baby! Come on, red! Yes!
Yay, Red got it once.
It's all about the red. All about the red, baby. Come on, win the championship.
What's that?
Thank you.
That's all you do? You just give water and...
I sure hope it's water.
Well, we best hope it's not from the Ankh-Mor Pork River then.
It might be alcohol. Woodruff? Woodruff?
Woodruff?
Do you think you had enough? Woodruff? Woodruff?
Woodruff? Not bad. You start to have a problem.
It's all about the blacks! All about the blacks, baby! How much money have I made?
7 screws.
It's all about the red! All about the red, baby! Come on, give him the old 1-2, 1-2. Yes!
Yay, we made like 11?
10.
10.
I'm going to stop for now.
Yeah, I think that might be for best.
It's all about the red, baby! Okay. Last one, I swear.
Well, you won.
Swell.
And a victory drink. Victory 2 drinks. Victory 3 drinks.
Okay.
You might make money if
Okay, so let's leave now.